Hails and well met, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Mally Nim, and today we continue Season 2 of the Shadows Fall anthology entitled Mask of God. Shadows Fall is a TTRPG live play series using the Shadow of the Demon Lord system. Shout out to Schwab Entertainment and the Fantasy Grounds virtual tabletop. Shout out to Fantasy Grounds and the most excellent in-game music and sound by Sirenscape. Shout out to Sirenscape. A quick word from Father Hopeland. Children of the new God, praise be if you have found this recording in the archives of YouTube. Blessed be of Astrid upon those who like and subscribe. Hallelujah. And if you're feeling generous, you may leave an offering of a comment down below. Help spread the good word. Now, I shall let the faithful flock introduce themselves, starting with you, Sister Ruby.
Hi. Thank you for your blessing. I'm Ruby the Lazy Goblin. I play Sticky, and I'm a rogue here. I plan things. I guess. Let's see. How are you doing, Faye?
Hello. My name is Amber, and I'm controlled by someone named Phaedridia. Yeah, I'm in this here party, and I can't wait to show y'all what I can do.
Hello, I'm Simple. I'm Mava Simple. I stream on Twitch and I'm playing GiGi, who is just a simple necromancer. Simply.
Hey, sorry. Before I introduce myself, did we fire this guy? I don't remember. Why is he back? Is he talking to us from the freaking toilets where he's cleaning now? Anyway, hello, I'm Twixie Gobbo. I'm a variety goblin VTuber, and today I will be playing as Eena.
Excellent. And welcome in, Floof. Alright, I hope you enjoyed that little message from Hopeland.
Oh my god, that was fucking awesome.
Yes.
He's so stupid.
Maybe I'll think about doing more with other characters. We'll see.
It's a great idea.
Yes.
Awesome. Alright, you know what comes next. We gotta find out what happened on the last episode. On the last episode of Shadows Fall, Mask of God, we began at Lockhart Manor. Eena undergoing an experimental ritual binding a soul to her undead goblin body. She survives the ordeal as the chaos within binds to the soul, easing her mind and seemingly removing her vampire curse at the same time. We switch to the throne room of the Grand Duke. Sticky, GiGi, and Faust, declared heroes, were battling a devil and saving a majority of the play attendees. Bastet's childhood friend, Amber, witnesses the ceremony and meets with Faust and the sisters. She declares she wishes to honor Bastet's name by joining them and facing the evil that they face. The sisters allow for the time being, and only allude to more secretive activities the sisters engage in. We then follow scenes of the sisters throughout each day. Sticky meets with Licky and Edgar, and they discuss pretty goblins Skip-giving Eve, and Sticky receives a handsome sum of crowns for her work as the Giving Goblin. Eena meets with Dusk, a routine check-in per Dusk request. She is examined, and Dusk interrogates her and theorizes about what the future could hold for Lady Lockhart. Next, GiGi meets with Faust, while Amber awaits. Faust discusses training GiGi for a leadership role and having her take over conventional duties from Hopeland. Whilst waiting, Amber is approached by Teresa, Bastet's old roommate. Teresa inquires about the home she won from a temple lotto, and after informing Father Faust, the sisters volunteer to help move and escort Teresa and her many cats to Amber's home hamlet. Once back in Vanderbrunn, the heroes play into heroing and put Amber in charge of townsfolk request. As Amber completes menial tasks, the rest of the party get a lay of the land they were awarded and make big plans for a Cult of the New God theme park, leaning into the new holiday and the character they have invented. During her time heroing, Amber receives a more serious request, so she obtains aid from the others. They investigate a tall building at the East Down docks and discover vampires residing in the basement. The vampires rush, but Sticky cuts one down and covers the party's escape. Back into the daylight, the vampires cannot pursue, so the sisters retrieve mirrors, and through clever use of sunlight and the reflection of the mirrors, are able to scorch the creatures where they lair. After clearing the building of brood, the sisters learn these creatures, who bear the resemblance to a Cravensworth brood, were receiving messages from someone in the Duke's court, as well as sending messages out via Raven. And that's where we ended. And then, episode 11 begins. The episode opens within Lockhart Manor. Count Orpheus sits with Countess Bathory within his study. The shot focuses on Bathory as she speaks. So, the weasel rears its ugly head once more. With your connections, I thought you would have already. I'll admit, working for this slothful duke has left me pathetic in my duties, but you are right. You should have seen this. I take this to an offense to my station. Some of my men must have been bought. It's time to call the herd. How do you suggest we proceed? We need more information. Can I rely on you to enlist your daughter and her friends for a few tasks? I'm sure. Most excellent, Bathory interrupts. I shall arrange a meeting between Ezekiel and the heroes of Vanderbrunn. I will be vague. It is up to them to be convincing. Gain any information they can through Ezekiel himself, or by whatever means they deem fit, she says as the camera goes black, zooming in on her expression. And then that's where we will open up for our players. So, the scene opens. Episode 11, the four of you are in a meeting with the Duke's counselor, Ezekiel. Now, I gave you a heads up that I would give you a chance before I put you in a scene to have any preparations, but you you are meeting with Ezekiel to gain any information you can about his dealings with Cravensworth. You are in his office currently, and I will describe it. But is there any prep, players, that you wish to have done, or anything you would have liked to have brought with you to this meeting, or anything? Please let me know before we begin.
Oh God, what should have we brought?
You don't have to. I just don't want to throw you into a situation, unprepared.
What do you guys think? How
I don't know. I think I should have a can of vampire repellent on me, just very conveniently. No. I have no idea.
Is this meeting in the daytime?
Yes.
Okay.
If it's in the daytime, then I would, as it's not with as it's with somebody outside of our main group, I'm going to be wearing my sun protection attire, even though I don't need it for not to drop the hint.
Love it. Nothing else? We can... Oh.
I don't think I would have prepared anyway. Yes.
Yeah. I don't
Wait,
think
Ezekiel's
so.
a vampire, right? It's just courtesy asking. Kind of.
You would not know that because
Okay.
you've only seen him with the Duke in broad daylight at your your heroing coronation.
Can you show us the picture of Ezekiel again, just so I know who we actually face, because he's a very, very new character. At the
Oh yeah,
moment
of
for us.
course. Of course I was going to share it during the meeting, but here, let's reshare Ezekiel.
Ah, it is him.
Awesome.
Okay. And he was. Refresh our memories about why we need to meet with this guy.
Okay, quick refresher. So, in the last episode, when you found those vampires and fought with them, you did find remnants of notes, destroyed notes, a little bit with, you found what appeared to be, could have been from a Duke's seal, and you did see that one of the letters, though destroyed, had a signature with a stylized E on it.
Okay.
And Bathory has set up this meeting with Ezekiel to learn if or anything that any of his connections or what he knows or what's going on right now. So information gathering either through him or if you want to snoop around if you get the opportunity within his area.
Yes, actually, I think that would be the most. I think confronting him right away is maybe not the best idea. I think it would be what we could do is I don't know. Hey, we saved the town once again. We talk about that we dealt with some vampires that were trying to get into the city and stuff. See how his reaction is,
Yeah.
that kind of thing,
And
and then maybe because it might have been one of his buildings that we asked should we maybe take care of more buildings of his,
yeah.
and then see where he goes maybe.
Right,
from there.
because Bathory said that she was making the reasoning for the meeting vague. It was up to you all to be convincing why you're at this meeting, so.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good.
Excellent. So after the scene with Bathory and Orpheus, we open up within the office of the Duke's advisor, Ezekiel. You are all seated at his desk. He is sitting behind it. There are papers strewn about his desk. There are bookshelves along the wall, a coat rack at the entrance, and a door that leads off to the side. Also the door from the back which you came in. But behind Ezekiel is the flag with the Duke's sigil on it. And, hey, no worries, Rainer. Up to the party to keep track of that. Thank you, though. And we open up with a shot of Ezekiel at his desk, rasping his fingers on the table. So, the heroes of Vanderbrunn, what brings you here?
Anybody else, or should I just start? Yes, go ahead.
I wouldn't want to take away any of the honor from the heroes of Vanderbrunn, of course.
Now you can continue on. I'm sorry, I'm getting stage 5.
Okay. So it appears that we just saved one of your buildings there at the dock, and we would like to see if we could maybe help out more to the Duke and to the Duke's advisor.
You see a slight eyebrow raise as you say that, and he's like, yes. Good work clearing out that vampire infestation. I had wondered what had happened to that individual who owned that building. I was trying to reach him recently.
Just for the note, that is not something I'm saying out loud. We have never said anything about vampire infestation.
Yeah.
Is this slipping? Is this him slipping up?
You don't think so, because by this time anybody would have known of this, so...
Ah, okay.
Yeah, this is public knowledge at this point.
Yeah, is this normal? Like these feral vampires roaming around in buildings? Should we be concerned?
Well, it shouldn't be. I guess we need to up our patrols around the city. But why have you called this meeting? You said you wish to look into more, want to do some more heroing, I hear.
Yeah, we would like to help out, right, guys?
Yeah.
Of course,
Mhm.
of course.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Oh, so helpful. So, yeah, heroes. What do you need me for? My time is precious.
Of course, and we wouldn't dare to waste it. So maybe you could point us at your houses that you haven't heard about, and we could take a look.
Yes, sure. I'm sure I've got something around here that needs looking into. He will push himself back from the desk and go to one of the bookshelves and pull out a few papers and parchments that are rolled up and starts digging through them.
Is on his desk, is there some kind of paper or whatever?
Oh, possibly. I mean, there's a lot of papers strewn about his desk.
I would like to gleam over and see if I can spot, like, I don't know, the same handwriting or something that we saw before, like the E and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Give me a perception challenge roll. And you can use trickery.
I'm going to use trigger.
Oh, beautiful. So yes, as he steps up and walks over to one of the bookshelves, you have a chance to scooch up a little bit and lean over Sticky and start looking over. You definitely see something, one of his parchments signed with his name, the exact same E. And another thing that catches your eye as you see this parchment, Sticky, another name, Frank Van Kroon, recently on Ezekiel's payroll. And thank you for the subscription, Cadmus. Much appreciated.
And then I lean back. I make a. Hold on. No, I can only see the E at least. I cannot read.
Oh shit, that's right. You cannot read. But I mean,
But at least I see the E. At least I can recognize shapes and stuff. So
yeah. And I'm going to allow this because it makes sense.
actually, if something looks important, and like, could I just steal one of the papers?
Give me an agility challenge roll. A boon for trickery, a boon for goblin. Well, you don't need your goblin boon.
Oh yeah. Plus trickery, but yeah, never mind.
Oh yeah, you see that specific E, right? And you slide your hand over there and start sliding the parchment. And as soon as it gets under the table and rolled up, we get a shot of him turning quickly and looking at the desk as he grabs that file of scrolls and brings it down. Let's see here. Sure, let's see, the west side docks. Sure, you can, if you want, do some patrols on the west side docks, please. I'm sure there's buildings that need looking into.
Could you mark it on our map?
You have a map?
I don't know. Do we have a map?
Ooh.
Guys, do we have a map?
I don't know. No.
Maybe we should get a map.
So, Ezekiel will grab a map from his desk and start to unroll it. He will point down. It's not that hard to find the docks. It's on the west side. Let me mark it on your map. It's on the west side, south, there, opposite the eastbound docks. How hard is this? Really? Whoever wants to actually look over the map besides what he's showing you, give me perception challenge rolls.
I never learned to read a map.
And Faye, you succeed, Faye, because hunters get a boon on perception challenge rolls. But I do not believe you can read. GiGi, you're the learned one, aren't you?
Yeah.
So, we get the shot right. He rolls out the map and starts pointing down. You, GiGi, we get a shot of you looking where he's pointing. And then the shot follows up his arm. And then you notice, like, around the forearm where the elbow meets, you see underneath that a little circle around what looks like the burning cock. Now that caught your eye, you start gazing over the map, and you see another circle around the Holy Temple, and another one around Lockhart Manor. And as he looks up and sees you looking over the map, GiGi, instead of where he's pointing, he quickly grabs it and rolls up the map. Okay, I showed you where it is. What else do you need from me?
I think we are done here.
Good. Please, go handle your heroing.
Much thank you, sir.
Yes, thank you. We shall continue our heroing, and don't worry, I'm sure that we will make Vanderbrunn a much less vampire-infested place, I'm sure.
We'll see. We'll see. One more perception challenge roll from everyone as you leave. Yeah. Beautiful. Everyone. So we get that, right? Do your heroing, and Eena says, we'll keep the place safe from vampires, and he gives that squint and a little smirk as we get a shot of you all leaving the his office. And as you pass by the coat rack, you kind of smelt it when you came in, right? But just threw it in the back of your mind, but it's really caught your attention this time as you're leaving. And as you all leave, you look at the coat rack and you look down, and the smell is coming from a pair of shoes. And Eena, this is the, though it has been a while, this is the familiar stench of the sewers on this gentleman's shoes. And then you exit. And the scene goes black.
Oh my god, Ezekiel's feet stink, holy.
Opens within Lockhart Manor. We are in the sitting room of the manor on the first floor. Bathory and Lockhart have called a meeting to discuss your meeting and any information that you might have ascertained.
Oh my god, Nipples is with us, yay!
And that's how
Oh my god, it's Sticky's boyfriend!
He's not my boyfriend!
heal. Alright, stretch, posture check, hydrate. And that's actually how we start it, right? We start the scene. The camera's like circling around everybody in this meeting, all sitting on the stools. And then it stops on finger nipples. And then it switches to Bathory. And Bathory's like, what is he doing here? And then it goes back to finger nipples. I'm just happy to be a part of this. And then we switch back to Bathory. So, little Lockhart, what information did you ascertain from this meeting?
We did not gain particularly too much. He did give us a location to the west side of Vanderbrunn to have another look around. However, when leaving, he did have a set of shoes by the door, and I did notice a familiar, pungent scent of the sewers, for sure.
Noted. All right, we'll come back to that. Circle around. Anything else?
I guess I mentioned the map. Wasn't it like the temple and the manor we're in was marked, like circled in the map?
It was.
Was the burning cock too? I mentioned his tattoo. Didn't he have a tattoo of the burning cock? I remember it's right. I just mentioned all that stuff, like, yeah.
Very curious why he would have those marked. This is something we need to keep in our minds. Anything else?
I have found this, and I don't know, I just give it to Ina's father, the document that I stole.
Eena.
I can't read, but it looks important. It has the E. That one I just, yeah.
Nice. Count Orpheus will grab the paper from you and start reading over it. It seems that Ezekiel has gained a few guardsmen on his payroll. Frank Van Kroon. Ah, that name does sound familiar. You, Goblin Sticky, is it?
Uh-huh.
Now, I know a few things, though I am ashamed that my network has been compromised, but I do know a few things. You have a monthly meeting with this Van Kroon, don't you?
You see my eyes just dart off a little bit, and I go through everything that I usually do in a month, and then like there's this little like aha moment, and just, oh wait, von Krone, yes, it's yeah, Frankie, oh my, yes, of course, how could I forget? Yeah, he's one of my regulars actually.
Yes, I know this man. He is a creature of ritual and habit.
Oh, you wouldn't believe what he wants me to do in the bed.
I will leave that for my imagination. For now, you have a... Do you have a meeting with him approaching, correct?
I think in a few days, yeah.
Okay. We can work with that. Let's see. We have some spots here. The sewers. She turns over towards you, Eena. I am familiar with your upbringing, little Lady Lockhart. Are you familiar with the sewers still?
Well, it has been a very considerably long time since I've been there. However, I'm sure the layout can't have changed that much since I would have been there. I just hope my memory serves me correctly.
Good. And let's see, these 3 locations you mentioned. I'm sure there's sewer exits near those. If only we had some kind of hunter or trapper, so we could maybe get a lay of the land a little.
I mean, I'm a hunter.
Oh, I'm sorry, we have not been introduced. What is your name?
Well, hi, I'm Amber.
Wait. I am Countess Nadia Bathory. It is a pleasure.
Well, the pleasure's mine.
All right. So, we've got something for you, Sticky, for you, Eena, and our new little hunter friend here. Well, though it sickens me, if we are going to be dealing with Ravensworth, we should probably look into acquiring some holy water. Ugh. Father Faust will speak up. Holy water, you say? Well, I will not be using that piss that Father Hopeland blesses, but Sister GiGi, I think it's time we had some more training.
GiGi, we need to cook.
We need to cook.
Fuck.
Yeah, let's make holy water.
Well, I will aid as best I can. Let's have a meeting in a few days to go over how everything has transpired. In the meanwhile, I will try to gather any more information I can on my end and try to deal with these paid guards. So, if there's nothing else, then meeting adjourned.
Actually,
Oh.
I raise my hand. Anything I should try to find out from Frankie, in particular? Anything?
Well, from what information we have now, we at least know possible targets, but we do not have a day yet. So, if you can at least ascertain what day this is going to happen, and any information you could about what he plans to do with his guards on said day, that would be most convenient for us.
Alright, I guess I will try. Hopefully he lets me talk.
Excellent.
I'm
Anything?
sure you have your ways.
I shrug.
So how did you pronounce that, Sticky? Did you say Van Krone?
Yeah, von Krone.
Of course. Well, I cannot pronounce that. So tell me a little bit more about Van Krone.
The stuff that Sticky knows is that he's a regular, and he wants he looks like this very stoic man on the outside, you know, like you know, you see him, if you would see him on the streets, you know, you wouldn't dare talking to him, but like when he goes into the brothel to wind down, he gets freaky with Sticky, I would say. Like,
He certainly looks like the type of man to compensate for something.
oh yeah, he compensates a lot, yeah. And I think he's deeply, for what Sticky kind of thinks about him. Sticky thinks he's deeply insecure, actually.
Nice. Excellent. So, serious boss in the streets, freak in the sheets.
Oh yeah.
All right.
And he loves to gloat and also and also, well, to be I think either he does like one time he would be very dominant, the other one time he would be very like, oh, I need care, I need my mommy and stuff, you know. So like it's kind of 50-50 what he wants at the moment.
Oh, yeah. But like clockwork, like routine, the morning of the month, his monthly visit to the brothel.
He's always on time.
Oh, yeah. So the scene opens up, morning, the day, over the brothel, the music starts, and then we get some fourth wall breaking. No, stop that. Stop. And the music stops, and we get the brothel, and then we hear, hut, and the brothel begins to be surrounded by soldiers in the morning. Van Krone enters into the brothel. Goldtooth is waiting because he knows this is Van Krone's day. He pays for it once a month. He lets him pass by, keeping his distance, as Van Krone gets to your door, Sticky. They begin to undress before they enter, because they're completely in iron armor. So you being a goblin, they know what to do. They stay outside take off all their armor, and I believe this is where the allotted nudity in the show is allowed, because we see as he enters your room completely naked and erect, we see man penis, we see Sticky naked, so all the budget or all the allowed nudity is in like this scene probably, and he enters the room, and as soon he enters the room, erect, stoic faced, and as soon as the door closes, he's like, "Oh, it's sticky time, it's sticky time." So what?
Peanut butter.
Oh, how did you know that that's what I wanted today?
You know, you get a sixth sense for these kind of things.
Well, then don't waste time. Slather it on my balls and lick it up like a puppy.
I would do nothing less. And I get the peanut butter, and we see this. We hear some noises, like with the shot from the door, and just a little. Are we fading to black here, or?
Kind of. We're not showing anything. We're not going into detail, but we do hear in the episode. We hear the noises and the grunts and the groans, and that's a good puppy. That's a good puppy. So, what do you wish to do? How do you wish to gather this information? What do you say? What do you do?
So we see, like, you know, a shot, just like his face, you know, enjoying whatever Sticky is doing, and like after a we hear Sticky just off camera, just asking, so when are we? I have like this thing going on here. It's going to be great. Maybe next month when you come by, you should get your guards here, you know, so we can enjoy them all together. It's gonna be a blessing.
Oh, really? Really? What kind of blessing?
It's gonna be called the Skibbergift. The Skibbergift blessings.
Oh, yes. Aren't you playing the Giving Goblin soon?
Yes. So, who do you think you could invite here? Any soldiers of yours that are going to be free?
Well, you know, the soldiers get their once a month allotment of whores, just like I allow myself. Though you know, Sticky, that none of the soldiers abide by that. They in and out of the brothel all the time.
Yeah, but maybe you could talk to them a little bit, or are they going to be busy?
Well, you don't have to worry about your security. They will be busy, as will I. On Skibgiving Eve. Whatever that fucking holiday is.
Is he saying that they are going to be busy there?
Don't worry about your safety.
Okay.
Actually, give me the challenge roll, you know, it's a will attack roll, and you can use charisma before he actually divulges any more information.
I would like to use a fortune for that, because we have enough of that.
All right, good, because I was nodding no. Okay. Sticky uses fortune. So, he's about to say something, right?
I want to make him talk.
Exactly. But then he's like, he thinks better of it. We get a shot of his face where he's like about to, you know, divulge some information, but then he's like, no, I'll wait. And then we get a shot of Sticky tightening the collar on her neck. and then we just see her head move out of frame downwards, and then we get a shot of him, his eyes looking down and his eyes going wide as he waits like 10 seconds. Like, it's like the longest shot, and he's like, don't choke, don't. Oh! He's like, oh, by the new god. Oh, yes, I cannot let anything happen to you, Sticky. Do not worry. Me and my soldiers will be on your guard skib-giving night. And might I add, I do not wish anything to happen to you, so do not mill about until the fireworks are complete. I don't want anything happening to you. Gods. Are you okay? I could have swore you ran out of air.
I can hold my breath. So fireworks, you say? Ah, damn. I would have loved to see the fireworks.
Oh, don't worry. You will still see the fireworks. I'm just saying, do not travel about until they're done. I wouldn't want anything happening. Freaks come out at night. You know how it is.
Should I be worried?
No, nothing to be worried about, Sticky. I'm just saying I want your best interest in my mind. So just continue to play your role. I will be there to watch over you personally.
Okay, I will keep it in mind. Thank you. You are such a handsome and protective man. I love that.
But time is up. I must be back. Thank you. Thank you for your services. I will see you at the party in the next month.
See ya. And I wipe some peanut butter off my mouth.
Sweet. All right, Amber. The scene changes. I'm going to put you on the spot.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know the 3 locations, right? As far as possible targets. The temple, the Burning Cock, and Lockhart Manor.
Mm-hmm.
Please paint me a picture of you scouting these areas, finding the best spots to lay traps, alleys, and stuff. You know, just paint me a picture, Amber.
Of scouting.
It's the city, the 3 locations, and like how would Amber, if Amber was in the wild, like hunting and trapping prey, how would they do that in the city? How would they plan that out? And if you need assistance, you can ask me. I know I put you on the spot.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of like doing that in like a wooded area, forests and whatnot, is paying attention to like surroundings and smells and just really looking at like around everywhere in details. So
Give me 2 rolls, a perception challenge roll, and depending on, well, give me that roll. And you get a boon for Hunter.
ooh.
That it matters.
Mm-hmm.
So I won't even bother with the second roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you wish to use fortune? Your call.
And
We have a
I mean, it
3
depends
fortune if you
because
want to use it.
she is. I feel like she's kind of pretty new to being in the city. She's used to being out in the country and like the woods, and so it kind of makes sense for her to be like, I'm lost at what I'm looking at. Kind of to hunt, track, and stuff in the city is a little difficult.
No, love it. Play into the failure. Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. So, next we get, after the scene with Sticky in the brothel, we get Amber exiting the burning cock and just taking a look, the thoroughfare, looking across the way, trying to gauge, if anybody's going to attack this place. She walks around the building. Maybe I can set some traps here, possibly. Oh, but wait, no, the kid comes out here to empty the chamber pots. No, that's not good. I might accidentally get him. And then we get you at the temple, checking the area around the temple. Oh, we could probably put some traps here if they entered here, but what if they come through the graveyard? Then we need traps there. But what about this, So we get a shot of Amber, like, trying to figure out the best locations to, like, where they would exit this. Anybody coming from the sewers would exit their paths and such, but this is all new to you. You're used to being in the woods, tracking animals and stuff, so you're not used to having all this traffic of the city that's really throwing off your game plan. So you are able to find like the exits and everything, but you're not able to plan a good course of action on your traps.
Yeah. Okay.
So the next scene opens, GiGi. We are within the Sanctum of the Sisters, the ritual chamber underneath the burning cart. You are with Father Faust currently. And he says to you, "This may be the last time, sister, that we get to see the statue. So, one last ritual. Not a sacrificial one, no. But I need you to sit and gaze upon this statue, meditate and pray. It is your time, sister. Just remember, you are ready. Never forget." What do you
Okay.
do?
I guess I want to sit down, but like before I meditate, I think because I would describe Gigi doing her corpse makeup. I think she's gonna do a corpse makeup for this. Like putting her face on. I think her idea is, and when she's gonna gaze into the statue.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah. No, love it. So we get that scene, GG, right? Faust coaching you for a moment, get in there, get in the game. And then we get the cut. So GG, you sit to meditate, but you already have your makeup on. And then we flip back a few scenes, and GG, you're applying your corpse paint. And then we get back to the next scene where you already have it already on, and you're sitting there thinking, looking upon the statue. As you begin to meditate, GG, we get a shot of you staring at the statue. The flames lighting the ritual chamber begin to dim until they completely go black. And it is just you there, GG, alone, sitting, as one flame lights up, another, and another, until you are surrounded by 7 flames. And then behind the one before you, as you look up, still within shadow, the flames, it seems like the shadows are eating the light that the flames produce, though they still flicker. You see a face, GiGi, towering above the flame before you. And you hear a voice. Father Faust says you are ready.
I am ready.
Do you know what it means to be in service to Diabolus?
Yes.
And as you say that, GiGi, the form steps forward. And you see yourself begin to swirl and flame around you, though you do not fear the feeling, you do not feel the fire. And then the whole room lights up, the sanctum, but then it swirls in fire itself. And there you are, standing in the throne room before Diabolus himself, the chandeliers above dripping with blood, loose skin and flesh as black metal chandeliers are chained up to the ceiling. The throne behind Diabolus, massive throne of bone. As he comes into frame, GiGi, and the flames engulf you as you are no longer, as the flames subside. You're still wearing your corpse paint, but instead of your usual attire, you're in this beautiful black dress, and he lowers his hand down to you, GiGi.
Wait, he lowers his hand down, like, for me to grab, or?
Yes.
Yeah, I grab his hand.
He will lead you to these double doors. Then he opens up a balcony overlooking hell. You see the lake of fire. You see souls being tortured by devils. And he looks down to you, GiGi. This is what awaits the souls of those stained with corruption. Souls that you will bring to me. This is what they see. But for you, the chosen, my chosen. He swipes his hand across the scenery, and the lake of fire dissipates, the unsun burning its red light down upon hell dissipates, and then this new image of hell appears. GiGi, on the spot, what does your version of hell look like?
Fuck. My version of hell?
GiGi's
Oh, God.
Paradise. What does GiGi's Paradise look like?
I think if it's like her paradise, like what, like if it's her paradise, I think like an oasis, like, but like I think like I like them in my head. I like to imagine like this out of the top of my head, like in the middle of this an oasis, and around is like I think it's like just, you know, fuck it, for the necromancer vibes. It's just skeletons and shit, like everywhere, I guess. That's the best way I could picture it in my head.
Oh yeah,
Like in the middle is this beautiful paradise, and around it's like corpses, skeletons, like an
Yeah.
undead army.
the lake of fire turns from flames into a sunken emptiness. Skeletons and zombies crawling out of it. Great pillars of bone stretch across in the horizon. A few skeletons are there on the balcony with you, GiGi. One of them holding like a pouch, and kind of like a little ditzy kind of walks over to you. Oh, hey, GiGi, I got some pixie dust. You want to get high? Yeah, Pixie, yeah, GiGi, let's have some pixie dust and get high. Oh, we could totally have some premarital sex. Let's have some premarital sex. Ah.
Sorry. Fuck, one sec. Yeah. Sorry, that caught me off guard.
No worries, no worries. Diabolus will address you again. Shoo away the drug peddling skeletons. This is your domain. Our domain. For you. For your service to me. All I need you to do is pledge your service to me. To me. What do you do?
I guess I pledge. I don't know how would I look. Like, would it just be like I just tell him like I pledge my services to you.
I need to call upon you, my disciple, for whatever I deem necessary, in hell or upon earth, you shall answer.
Yes.
You are my cleric. You need only to say a prayer, and the water will be blessed by me. Before I send you back, I do have one task for you, my disciple.
What shall the task be?
And the screen, the shot will focus on Diabolus as he begins to tell you something. And for once, the players and the audience don't get to hear. We just see Diabolus moving his mouth. And then the scene will go black. But GiGi, I will send you what Diabolus tells you.
Okay.
And he's like, it would be really poggers if you don't like tell the rest of the group until, later.
Okay.
If Sticky would know about this, she would be so fucking jealous.
Oh, what the fuck? I already...
Well, I hope you know I definitely was not trying my hardest not to laugh when I saw the picture of Diablos, because I just pictured the fucking Jesus statue.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking hell.
Freaking Rainer gave the thumbs up and the point. Alright, so I sent you something. Yeah. Perfect. Alright. Eena,
Hello.
are you ready to be put on the spot?
As ready as I will ever be.
Alright, Eena, please describe to me... You said he wasn't your boss, he was your friend to make him friendly. Well, that's what bosses always say. Don't think of me as your boss, think of me as your friend, but I'm gonna fucking work you to death. Alright, but Eena, I need you to paint me a picture.
Take me to Flavor Town, Eena.
Please describe Eena traveling the streets of Vandelbrunn to the sewers, to her old stomping grounds.
So, just to keep up a little bit of appearance, I will be wearing my sun attire in case anyone does recognize me. So, I would be walking through the winding streets. I don't exactly know what part of Vanderbrunn you would have decided that these sewers will have been in.
I'll let you.
And which area is the poor area?
Shades Row.
So, Eena will depart from Lockhart Manor in her sun attire and make her way to Shades Row, sticking mostly towards the shadows from the unsavory types that often frequent those areas, as well as several homeless members of the populace. Steadily turning some winding corners to a rather familiar location. There is a storefront that by now is more boarded up than previously was, as we have a flashback to her remembering the street being a little more bustling than it was now, and a couple of wealthy members standing in front of it. A young Eena can be seen attempting to elicit these members from their grossly over-engorged wallets, of course, and coin purses, as she sort of traces the streets. They look a lot darker and disheveled than they previously were, as she follows her memories to a more enclosed space, a little alleyway between two of the stores that are there. Fairly small shops, but she walks between them, coming out at a sort of back alley area. There's some crates, and there's a fair amount of garbage, and a little grate in the floor. As she sort of gazes upon this, she puts one hand on her chest as she feels a sting that she hasn't felt for a quite the while, as she gazes down within. Fortunately, the years of weathering has left this grate quite rusty, as she remembered that it was locked up a fair while ago by the magistrates of the town. As she steadily attempts to remove this. And that is where I will leave it, because I don't know how far you wish to go.
What? Okay, so we get that scene. We get the shot following you through the city. We get the memories of a younger Eena pickpocketing and slitting coin purses off of people's persons. What is odd, though, is as we get this scene, Eena, we see you walking through, right? We get the flashback. We see you cut a coin purse, and as young Eena grabs a coin purse, current Eena sees where the coin purse was, like a cascade of iridescent rainbow just kind of flow out. And then you continue on. You get to the grate. You see it a little more weathered, outlined in this iridescent shimmer. As you remove it, how is this making Eena feel seeing these weird colors as she goes through?
This certainly feels very odd, but knowing her predicament, she attempts to stay as calm and collected as possible. They don't seem to be doing particularly much harm. So for the time being, she will let them be. After all, she is very sure that that Dusk and Orpheus have their hands full with other matters, so she can deal with this herself for the time being.
Excellent. Excellent. Trying to keep that in the back of your mind as you open the cover and then make your way in. The next scene, we see Eena stepping into the sewer. And then we hear, Eena doesn't speak, but we hear, he stabbed you, didn't he? And you hear, well, you don't hear it, Eena. It's not a voice, more like an intrusive thought.
I sort of do a quick 180 towards the entrance to the sewers as I look around for a moment, almost feeling like something is watching me, but I can vaguely tell that this is within my own head, but it is a very unfamiliar feeling. As I push it aside, as I begin to walk steadily through the sewers, the filthy water on the floor looking more akin to an oil slick than anything, like the dancing colors sort of going through it, the water looking very thick as I try my best not to dirty my shoes.
Nice. You push that thought back and continue stepping through the sewer, the oil slick waters, trying to dodge the puddles. As you step to the side of one puddle, you see the colors within kind of coalesce into a figure that gets decapitated. And then another thought just crosses your mind, Eena. We should probably stab him back.
She sort of takes as deep a breath as she can, given her new sense of renewed smell, as this place doesn't exactly bode the nicest for that. I take as deep a breath as I can muster and close my eyes for a moment, attempting to once again push this thought aside as nothing than a mere just slip of the mind as I take another step, but this can't help but remind me of that one day and the feeling of the sting as the blade sunk deep into my chest.
Get that feeling in your chest. We get a shot as you take another step, grabbing your chest, trying to push that thought aside. And you're able. You push the thought aside. But instead it's replaced with, well, that wouldn't be any fun, would it?
As these thoughts start to get more and more frequent, I almost attempt to answer back, as in my mind I sort of think to myself, like a personal thought, how you would yourself, questioning some things, that is just like exploring the depths of my mind and being just like, what are you? For a moment.
You think that, what are you? And then another thought pops in your head. Wait. What am I? No. I am me. We are me. Wait. I. It's me. As you're continuing, the we see you walking, right? We get in those thoughts as you continue to walk. Everything goes silent around you besides these thoughts. I mean, they're your thoughts, but are they your thoughts? And then as we get that and you're thinking, are these my thoughts? You stop and look up and you're at the place where you used to stay, where you used to sleep. There are 3 goblins there. A pudgy little boy goblin with some pig features, a thin, wispy female goblin with long, dirty hair, and a familiar face. An upturned nose goblin with floppy ears, dirty clothes, long claws, and mussed up brown hair. As you notice them, they notice you. You come to, and they're like, "What? I thought you were dead."
As I look towards this group of goblins, specifically the one in the center, it's almost as if I am whisked back, just thinking towards that day. Vague sort of images flashing in my mind as the sting of the blade hits me once again, as I feel my anger rising and sort of gripping my hands to the point that my fingernails begin to sort of like press in and cause me a bit of pain as I remain silent, just looking towards them.
Sounds like a good time to make a will challenge roll with one bane. Eena. Nice. So, the anger's rising. You're trying to calm it down. But you hear again another thought, Eena. It wouldn't be fun just to stab him. Maybe we should command him to stab his friend. That would be fun.
I sort of entertained the notion a little bit as my thoughts are a bit overtaking at the moment as I'm imagining the outcomes as I just stand there staring and his friends wide-eyed as his blade sticks into their flesh. Almost a menacing grin appears on my face as I sit there just thinking about the possibilities. As I take a step towards the 3.
He starts to step back as he sees this look in your eye. Look, it was an accident. I didn't mean to stab you. You know that. I'm sorry.
I just simply take another step forward, not particularly believing at the moment.
Right. Well, one more will challenge roll, this time with 2 banes. If you fail this one, then I'm going to need you to do what I say. Alright. So, as you step forward, the thought of casting command on him to stab his friend, that just sounds so entertaining at first. But then it's like, no, it's boring too. So, for a moment, you think to yourself, how about I swirl the chaos? We need a little randomness here. And for a moment, you consider, just for fun, casting randomness in the area to see the colors appear, to make these individuals go mad within this aura of chaos. But, Eena, you succeeded your challenge roll. You're able to push these thoughts back down and away. What are you even doing here anyways? I thought you were like some noble. No, I thought you were dead. Nah.
I sort of look towards him. The name still escapes me. It's been quite the while as I still look towards them, and I just retort with, "You thought I was dead?"
I mean, I did stab you. I didn't try. I was so hungry. I just wanted what you had, and before I knew it, the knife was in your chest, and look. And the big kid next to him, yeah, we don't got no trouble, please. And then the skinny goblin girl, yeah, Grick's a good guy. Don't worry.
A good guy. What a good guy, Barry. A rusted blade as far into my chest as he could muster.
Look, Grick. It's just her. We should take her out. She got no business here. Wait a second. Wait. Are you here for payback?
I was here for some other means, particularly, but I mean, payback is the best dessert, I'm sure.
And then the skinny goblin girl.
Hey, she's dressed pretty fancy, isn't she? Like that one weirdo who came down here.
Oh, one weirdo that came down here? Well, I mean, I could trade information for your life, so if you fancy still being able to, live, you might want to spill that information sooner rather than later.
Yeah, some human guy. He's wearing nice clothes, and he came down here, and he was like mapping out these areas.
A nice human guy. Do you catch a look at what he was wearing, what he looked like at all?
And the only thing that really stuck out was that weird thin ass mustache he had.
Would that be a hint to Ezekiel? I take
That
it?
would be a hint towards Ezekiel, indeed.
Oh. Well, now, is that all the information that you have? You'd better make it quick. I don't have much time, you see.
We followed him around, so I can tell you where he went, and I can actually show you some shortcuts that he doesn't even know about.
Oh, well, that will be most helpful. I draw my dagger from the side, from its little resting place on my waistband, as I sort of hold it towards them as I'm just like, lead on.
Audible gasp as you draw the dagger. They're like,
Okay, right, this way.
and then as he leads you off, Eena, the scene will start to fade to black. behind you as you lead him with the dagger. And as it goes to you to cover you in blackness, one more thought. This isn't as fun as I'd hoped it would have been. And then it goes black. So, the next meeting after all your tasks have been completed. Bathory will address you all. So, what have you been able to ascertain in the previous days?
Oh, I got plenty of juicy information from my trip down into the depths. I have managed to procure us a map from the vagrants that live within. We have a couple of secret routes and other ways through that we can get, and I was told that a certain Ezekiel was in there beforehand, mapping out the place.
Oh, good information, good information. What about you, Harlot? What were you able to discover? She looks at you, Sticky.
Harlot? Well, it seems that there will be freaks out in the night of the fireworks. Quick, for the DM, what kind of night would that be actually?
As far as what?
Like with the fireworks and stuff.
You know that this is going to happen from what you entered in the... sorry, I got distracted. I'm so easily distracted.
Listen to me!
Okay, from what you ascertained, this is whatever Cravensworth is planning is probably happening on the eve of Skib's givings.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so Skib gives Eve, fireworks and stuff. Whatever they are planning, they said something about the freaks come out at night, and I guess it will be like a big attack in the city.
So, we got fireworks, we've got skib giving. I cannot believe I just said that word out loud. I told myself I would not say that.
Yet!
Yes, the holiday, the evening of the holiday. They plan on using the sewers. We got, what about you, Faust, your disciple? Are you able to work your magic now? And yes,
Yep.
GiGi. Oh.
I can acquire holy water.
Excellent. And what about our little hunter here? Were you able to find good locations to set traps for our invaders?
No, sadly, I'm sorry. I'm not really used to being in a city.
I could not tell from your accent.
What accent?
Oh, exactly. So, we have information now. So, let's see. Out of character, the four of you, this is your planning. She will say, so how do you wish to plan for this? We know there are 3 targets. We cannot leave them unsecured. And from what you say, even though you didn't say it out loud, I remember from the roleplay, Sticky, that Van Krone is going to be watching over you the whole night. Oh, that's not good. That means you might be preoccupied.
Well, might have an idea about that.
Oh?
You see, I have a friend in the city, and they are very. They have the same spirit as me.
Oh.
I don't, and we come from the same clan. Who knows? Maybe we could dress them up as me and pretend they are me, so I can go with the others and help out.
Well, definitely put that into action, but for the night. So you work on that, Sticky. Get your clanmate ready to play your part so you can assist. But how do you wish to do this? We know that they are attacking the Burning Cock ostensibly. Looks over to Faust for reasons. And then they are attacking the temple because I know Cravensworth had bad dealings with the temple and is not too happy with them. And she looks to you, Eena. They're targeting probably you, but for sure your father. So, how do you wish to prepare for this night?
May I suggest something about the Burning Cock?
Please.
Well, technically, that place has been compromised already. And if maybe, I mean, and we are going to be building up something like outside of the city. It's going to take a while. It's like a big project and stuff, but what if we give? I don't think we can defend all three positions at the same time. What if we get our basement there that we used to have, and we load it up with explosives in the Burning Cock, and we use that as a sacrifice?
Explosives. I can talk in my language. I can hook that up.
There you go.
Excuse
So
me,
then-
Mr. Fingers. Are you or Mr. Nipples? Sorry. What exactly is your job title? You seem to do literally everything.
Hey, what can I say? I'm a jack off of all trades.
Of course you are.
I figured that's why you brought me along to this meeting. Like I said, I'm happy to be here.
We are happy you are here too,
He winks at you.
with his nipple.
No, he points
Okay.
with his nipple.
Okay.
I have fervent visions, like 3 Mali campaigns in the future, of some of our characters somehow getting married in some way, and he is the one who is officiating the wedding or something like that.
He's
I
gonna
imagine
be
that
the best
his-
man.
He's both at the
Yes.
same time.
I picture him as the wing bearer with the wings on his nips as he hands them out.
He's also the one getting married at the same time.
Not the rings, but you're gonna have to grab them.
Yeah, but how are you how are you all feeling about sacrificing the cock? I mean, they are not going to leave us alone, you know. Might as well go out with a bang. There. I mean, they can storm the place and then boom. Dealt with.
This is very true, but normally I consider you a rather empathetic person. What about, your friend behind the bar? Gerhard, I believe
we
it
can
was.
get a new job for him. We can I don't know, let him find work in the Golden Brothel. It's no big deal.
There's
Ah,
also...
yes, I've always thought that you needed some diversity there in your staff members.
We had a bar for ages in that establishment, and it's only being used by staff. So why not expand a little bit? And then like once we have like our plans for the amusement park, we can reopen the Burning Cock there under a new name, of course, because it's all gonna be Skibby Give related and stuff. But hey, it's gonna be great.
Ah, yes, I can see it now. Gerhardt dressed in carny clothing as he opens the grand opening of the Skibby Cock Inn.
Faust will speak up. Well, if you are okay with demolishing the cock, then I think I can take Jezebel and Cain and prepare the temple for any assaults.
It would be the most effective way, because again, if we spread out too thin, they're going to have a better chance. I mean, we don't know how big the vampire army is or whatever.
And then Orpheus will speak up. So does that mean, daughter, you and your friends will be assisting me at the manor then?
Well, I know I certainly will be, but, everyone else? What will you be doing? Will you be assisting us at the manor?
We could be.
I mean,
What about the
if the-
temple? Who's gonna take care of that?
Faust and Faust, Jezebel, and Cain.
I'm sure Hopeland will have a lot of use with a plunger against a bunch of soldiers.
I mean, he is a holy man. He could also we could make use of him. If he dies in the process, then that would be a great loss. I look over to Amber.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely great loss. He's a great holy man and stuff.
Should we staying at the temple? No, it doesn't have. I mean, the manor. I meant to say. Happy.
I mean, then we would have enough people to defend.
Hey, cool. I like the sound of that. Which I was probably gonna have to, go into break. Maybe take a little bit longer of a break so I can actually prep something, because I have no idea what you were gonna do. But before we take our break, Sticky, roll me a charisma challenge roll with a boon for charisma and a boon for trickery.
Which one was intelligence or will?
Do intelligence.
Hey, 20.
Beautiful. And then I would have gotten 2 boons on this challenge roll myself. So before we go to break, Sticky, if you wish, can you give me a quick picture of you training Licky?
Okay. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I will. Oh, meet training. Okay, so, Licky and I, we meet up in the brothel, and, I come to this, hey, Licky, I'm gonna make your dream come true. We are going to train you to be me. It's gonna be great. What do you think?
You really mean it?
Well, actually, I really need your help. So there's this client I have, the Frank von Corner.
And real quick, Ruby, I think you're talking further away from the mic.
Sorry. Better?
Yeah, better.
Okay. Well, I need him occupied. And you have done such a freaking great job at basically replacing me, a few weeks ago. So I thought, who better would be better suited to make them think you were me. I mean, we are basically like we are from the same clan, and you know you know me better than I do myself. So how about I introduce you to anything that he might like, and I get the jar of peanut butter and I say to them, now undress.
Sweet. And then we will end that scene. But before I completely forget, we went through Eena and we got the layout right, Eena. So before we go on break and I forget again, Bathory will address you, Eena. So now that we know the path they will take, what thoughts do you have for the sewer, young Lockhart?
For the sewers, I am not particularly sure on that front. I would say one of the best methods might be to simply keep them down there. It's a rather labyrinthian design down there, so I'm sure that they might have a little bit of trouble getting out if we block the main sewer way, because then they would have to find their way around, and it would at least delay them for certain. Other than that, I am not the best with subterfuge tactics when it comes like this. I can sneak around all right, but when it comes to things like this, I'm not exactly the most well-equipped.
That is actually a great idea. So if from what I have heard is correct, there will be fireworks to do signaling. So if we can delay them within the sewers and we know they are here, then that will give us extra time to prepare. Good call.
Don't we have a trap specialist who can lay out traps in the sewers?
Oh, well, we can give it another try.
Yeah.
I think a couple of, well, as you were saying with the burning cock, actually, a couple of well-placed explosives above ground might be able to collapse the sewer tunnels, and rather than just trapping them there for a certain amount of time, I am sure the lack of air within the sewers might have other effects.
Wait, we are not going to collapse the sewers. That would be very, very bad for the structural integrity for the city, I think.
Good call. Plus, I don't think they have to worry about breathing air.
That is also very true.
I was more thinking of I don't know, some bear traps or whatever, into the sewers. I mean, no one goes there except for I don't know, a few goblins or whatever.
Oh.
What about... I was going to say, what about holy traps with holy water that just target vampires? I mean to say that. I mean to say that for ages.
Yes.
I mean to say that instead of blowing up the cock, we could just put a bunch of holy water traps in. But yeah. But
Nice.
Holy
Nice.
water in the sewers.
I like that. And I'm sticking with the blowing up the cock because that's beautiful.
Oh yeah,
Sorry.
let's blow off the
It's
cock.
cute.
Let's make that cock explode.
Yes. But yeah, Amber, now that GiGi has acquired more holy water with her pact with the devil, you did fail up top, but we'll give you one more chance. Give me a
All right.
perception challenge roll with a boon for your hunter stuff. Since it's basically an intelligent challenge. Oh my god.
Wow. Yeah, I'm not rolling good. Okay.
All right.
I believe we do have another fortune in the pool. I might
Yeah?
be wrong.
Can
we
I-
do have fortune. If you want to use it.
This is my second chance. So, if I can use it, if that's all right.
Sure.
Okay.
If you want to.
Sweet. So before we go to break, we get the scene with Sticky training Licky on playing the part of the Giving Goblin. We get a few shots of Sticky applying all the white powder and stuff, the powdering her hair to make her look like Skibbergif. And then we switch over to the sewers. We got Eena showing Amber different paths through the sewer, different routes. And Amber, you're like, okay, so this is the way they're gonna take. So you start laying traps like tripwire with vials of holy water to fall down. Bear traps as well, just different kinds of traps all over to try to not only slow them down, but hurt them within the process. And the final scene before we go to break, we have Eena leading you, Amber, through the sewer. And as you finish laying one trap, you're going to the exit that Eena is taking you to, and Eena walks by. The sewer like branches off in two paths, and as Eena walks by to lead you to the exit, you step by, and then something catches your eye, and to the right you look and you see this goblin child pinned to the wall. Their chest has been opened up. Their heart is laying at the ground. And then there's a fat little goblin boy and a skinny goblin girl splayed out before this corpse hanging at the wall. And the scene goes black and we go to commercial.
What the fuck did you do?
Yeah, Amber, what the fuck did you do, Amber? Golly.
I didn't do nothing.
All right, well, I'm going to the BRB screen, so we will be back. Thanks again, everyone, for joining for the story. Hope you're enjoying it. We will be back.
Those poor goblins.
And we're back. I hope everyone had a most excellent break. So, any other planning or anything else you wish to do?
Actually, the best thing would be if we would be like in a row here and let them come here and like close, like lock the other doors, so that we can also fall back if needed.
Yeah. I don't have the map pulled up right now, but I'll pull it up in a little bit and you can show me how you want to do that. But for now, we can get to the rest of the episode. Yeah?
Yes.
All right. So we return from commercial break, and then we open with a shot of the city of Vanderbrud, the day before Skib Givings. The city is preparing for the festivities tonight. Baxter's Toy Emporium is setting up a stage, getting ready for the Giving Goblin to appear and bless the presence as hopeful kids and their parents come to purchase toys for Skib Giving to be opened tomorrow morning before the Skib Giving Mass takes place. So we see the city bustling right now, everyone dressed up it is midsummer. This is quote unquote Christmas in July as everyone is preparing, getting set up, wearing their skib outfits and setting up decorations across the city. And as we get a shot of all that, we get a shot of that and a montage of this and that, the decorations, the people, everyone's in a good mood. And then the scene changes, switches back and forth. We go from the city, the people getting ready, till we see someone bandaging their arm, getting prepared, putting on black makeup under their eyes. And then we go through each player. Please describe a prep montage as you're readying for battle. Starting with you, Sticky.
So we see like Sticky just painting her nails fresh and black. The scimitar gets like pulled out of the sheath. It's going to be swung around a little bit and then put back in. Put on the belt. We see her like tying her hair, like her back hair into a ponytail, and then like just putting up some very like dark brownish lipstick, and first on her lips and then also like little like on her cheeks, and just and a bandana, yeah, like totally like a red bandana. Yeah, that's going to be the last shot.
Love it, love it. We get the last shot of Sticky tying the red bandana, and then we switch to Amber prepping.
Mm-hmm. Oh, prepping the
Getting yourself ready for battle. What does it look like? Armoring, grabbing your weapons, putting on black.
Getting my bow and getting my bow out. Yeah, I
Slapping on your armor, taking a few shots at targets, getting prepared, squinting your eyes, looking at the targets as you take your arrow out and take a shot.
Yes.
And as the arrow quivers in the target for but a moment, the shot switches to GiGi.
Hello. Oh shit. Yeah, GiGi's putting her corpse makeup on. I think as he's getting ready, like besides there's like two zombies, which one of them is holding the bone sword in both hands, ready to hand it to her. And she applies corpse makeup, prays Diabolus, and kisses the holy symbol of Diabolus, grabbing the sword. And for execution, he casts his corpse armor, so as he walks, bones go onto her body, form into armor.
Beautiful. And then, switching back to the montage of the city, back to Eena prepping.
So as I'm sort of sat there in prayer, trying to sort of put a lot of the thoughts that I have had recently aside, but there is one thought that keeps returning, and it's almost as if there's a mini set of slide images playing within my head, screams of goblins, as I let off a little grin, looking up into the mirror in front of me as the reflection looking back, as I am not still quite used to having my own reflection, mind you. The outline of myself seems to be a lot more electric. So this rainbow dancing along the surface of my skin as I let off a little grin. The camera sort of panning into my smile as it fades to black.
Hands into your smile, fades back to the city. We get one of those shots of everything moving in fast motion in the city as everyone is preparing. The sun going over up to the top, midday, until it continues falling, until it begins to set. And as the sun goes down, so too does the title drop. After the sunset, after the title drops, we open the next scene. It's nighttime. We see the reflection of the moon off the sapphire lake. We hear the lapping of waves as this boat comes into frame with a covering over it, with oars slowly moving through the lake to the base of the castle where it rests on that cliffside. We see a few different sewer entrances on the side as the boat reaches the shoreline. We change shots to the castle itself, a guard on patrol around the top. They look down and see the boats approaching. And then they grab a torch and light an unlit torch on one of the walls. And as that torch lights up, we get a shot over the castle. And we see another torch light. And then another torch. And then the first set of fireworks shoot off into the air. We get a shot back to the shore. The tarp is lifted off and something steps out. And they grab the boat and start dragging it up. And then we see other boats in the frame as they start reaching the shoreline. More of these creatures stepping out. And when the final boat is dragged to the shore, this individual lifts his head up. Short, mustached, dark-haired man takes a top hat and rests it on his head as he grabs this clockwork cane and steps out of the boat. We get a shot of him sniffing the air.
It's good to be back.
As the scene switches, we get a shot of a host of Cravensworth brood making their way to one of the sewer entrances. One of them grabs a bar, shakes it, and then pulls open the entrance, and Cravensworth smiles and steps in. And then we have a montage of them traveling through the sewers and getting stopped at a wall, and Cravensworth pulling out a map and,
Wait, we were supposed to be able to go this. What? No, okay. Fuck. Maybe if we turn this away here.
and then we get Cravensworth going, and he is looking at this map, and we see him walk across a tripwire. He's like,
Wow, what was that?
and then behind him, a few vials of holy water drop down on the broods that are behind him, splashing on their face. We see their face start to singe and burn as the holy water drips down.
Oh. Easy. Can't trust that fool. He must die.
"He got me, boss!"
Hey, you watch where you're going next time.
And we get them traveling through the sewers, getting turned around and everything until finally, they exit. We also see, I completely forgot to mention that we see, but that's my fault, and forgot to give him prepared. But we also see this individual with the group.
Oh no, what is he doing here?
Except for his skin is a little paler. And we get the shot of him entering with Cravensworth, and he will tell Cravensworth, "Yep, boss, don't worry. My strike team will hit the burning cock. I know that sanctum's under there. I've seen it with my own eyes. We will expose them tonight, those devil worshippers."
Yes, we will bring the temple down, and those who travel with them.
And then, yeah. Sorry, I forgot you, Patches. And then, after the getting turned around in the sewers, we switch over to them exiting the sewer. And if you have any preparations you wish to do when I get to you, or think about this, but you have time now. You know the signal. You know that they're here. Actually, we get that shot, right? After the firework, we get the shot of Orpheus standing on the balcony with Eena. And as that first firework shoots up, he looks down at you, Eena. "It has begun."
Indeed. I suppose it is time for our own preparations.
Excellent. We get that. We get the fireworks. We get Cravensworth and his host exiting the sewers. We switch scenes to Licky playing the Giving Goblin as Van Krona stands over watching. With that training and the challenge roll, no one is none the wiser. Everyone believes that this is Skibbigif, and Van Krona stands guard vigilant as parents purchase presents and bring them up to Skibbigif for their blessings. And Skibbigif and Licky, "Blessings of Skibbigif upon your presence. May this blessed present come from the most based of parents." And then we switch over. We see Cravensworth's group splitting into three. We got the bald guy and a host heading towards the burning cock. We got a stronger looking brood leading a host heading to the temple. "Do not worry, my lord. We will capture Hopeland, and we will desecrate the temple. We will leave traces of devil worship. The temple will fall tonight."
Yes, make sure it is done. I will handle Lockhart. Hopefully his abomination is there too, so I can rip my claws into her.
And then we switch. Forgot during the getting ready montage, we had finger nipples loading up the sanctum, right? And we had Gerhardt, getting told what's going on. So we get that scene, right, during the preparation. And then we jump back to here. And as the bald guy and the host enter into the cock, we see like a scarecrow image of Gerhardt at the bar, and there's a few like fake patrons. But we hear guy, don't worry, just rush to the basement. And then we have them rushing past, and as we get the scene as they run past one of the tables, one of like Scarecrow kind of like spins around because they rush past so fast. But as they get to the basement and they get to the entrance to the sanctum, it's already open for them. Well, looks like our job's going to be a lot easier. As the bald guy and the host enter into the sanctum, we get a shot of bald guy, slowly stepping in to where the statue of Diabolus is, and he looks down, and he looks up, and his eyes go wide, and we get a shot of the statue of the Diabolus. On his horns there is some dynamite, on his chest is dynamite. Guy begins to look around, and he notices in every corner there's dynamite, and we get that oh shit expression as he turns to run. And then we get a shot from above the city as the burning cock erupts and the ground shakes. Now, as this is happening, so too does the host approach the temple, and we get a scene. Since they had time to prepare and they were ready, we have a scene of Father Faust, Cain, and Jezebel battling, wounded from the traps laid in the sewer. We see Father Faust pray to a vial and throw it at one of them, and it splashes, and we see the holy water singe as their chest becomes exposed, and we have Cain with his great axe bringing it down on another brood, splitting him in half as Jezebel does a few quick strafes and dodges as she stabs into the heart, quick stabs into the heart of one of the vampires. Father Faust, we were ready for you. Don't try to assault my temple. And then we switch to Lockhart Manor.
I closed the image by accident. Can we open it again?
Which one?
Lockhart Manor.
Don't worry, I've got to open it too. So, like I said, where do you wish to prepare yourself? Where do you wish to put yourself? I'll continue that music for now.
My idea was that we all fall back a little bit into this room that is like a little bit bigger, so they have like so we have all the wiggle room, but they have like only this little space that they can go through.
Love it, love it.
If Amber would like to, I don't know, stand behind us or something for
Mm-hmm.
the.
Well, I mean, Cravensworth technically just wants me and my father, so maybe if you lot kept quiet towards the sides or even under the table or behind the drapes, you could give the drop on them if I am merely waiting for him. Because I'm sure that will be a good distraction to keep him focused.
Sure.
Sounds like a good idea.
Yes, if this is the case, feel free to hide wherever you like.
Just behind the door, maybe.
But I am not particularly sure that standing next to me constitutes hiding.
Hiding in plain sight.
Right?
Nothing is more terrifying and invisible than a white woman, for sure.
And as Twixie was saying, if you want to be like behind a drape, you can like put yourself there, and we can say you're hidden right there behind the drape.
Oh, okay, all right.
Anybody else want to use drapes or the tables or the desk, or are y'all happy where you're at?
Well, I don't want to stand next to Eena because she does some crazy booyak. I guess I will be under this table then.
Can I? My zombies can stay there. Maybe.
I assume this is at night, isn't it? Given they're vampires.
is.
Would we have enough time to dress up the zombies as you know, I imagine like in your mansion there would be like night armors or something. Could we like put them in armor?
That, or I'm sure Orpheus has several copies of his his smart attire. If you wanted to make them look rather nice, but night armor would certainly work.
It would make them look like statues, so they like even if they turn around, then they could be like, you know. Oh, what if? Oh yeah, the zombies should close the doors once everyone's in.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It was a good idea.
Yeah, you can have them prepare the action.
I guess I just hide on the table too.
Yes.
And so you're dressing them up like, you know, inconspicuous, right? Like statues, knight armor, correct? Okay. Just making sure.
Put a little lampshade hat on, you know.
No.
Looks like a lamp.
Yes. Love it. All right, so
Let's swap Orpheus and me. Actually, I'll stand to the side and let him sit in his chair.
As you prepare, you get yourselves in position. We have a shot of you all getting ready, getting prepared. Count Orpheus sitting at his desk in anticipation. We hear the door break open from downstairs as we hear coming from below.
Where are you, Count Lockhart? And your abomination?
As he kicks open the double doors and steps in, saunters in. Scurrying behind him are 5 vampire broods, and everyone seems to have a little bit of damage on them. So they step in. You see him, right? And as he steps in, we see his face just start to sunk in. His fangs elongate. His eyes go deep red. Oh yes, it's Morbin time.
What are you waiting for me, Lockhart? Well, it's time to return the favor that you owe me.
I owe you nothing, dog. You struck me. It is you who will pay.
Not enough of this. Kill him if you must, capture him if you can. But the House of Lockhart falls tonight, and we will take your little abomination. Blood pumps through its veins. Gonna feed upon your flesh.
And I will roll for surprise for them in case they see what is planned. How many have rolled? Have they all rolled? Have they all rolled?
I would like to give Cravensworth a Bane.
What did Cravensworth roll? Cravensworth, where are you at? Oh, there they are. Bane, alright. So let's try. That'll be 4. It'll be a 10 on the dot. Good try, though. Good try. What did I get? 1, 2, 3, 4. I did 4 twice. They failed. So, actually, yeah. So, please, top of round 1, choose fast or slow. And I didn't roll for 3, that's it.
Can I have one of the holy waters ready?
Of course, you had time to prepare. Alright, party up first. Sticky or Eena on fast turns. Who wishes to go first?
Would you
Eena.
mind if I go first?
Yes, go ahead. It's your manner. You have the first shot.
I see Cornelius Cravensworth begin to mob out in front of me as a little grin sparks along my face, and I just say, "You call me abomination, and you might be right in that one, but I will make certain that you and your brood do not leave this manor alive." And I can't seem to draw a circle, and I don't know why. Let me draw a circle, game.
It's hold control and do the double clicker.
I'm trying, and that's not... Oh. It doesn't seem to be working. Either way,
Well, what size
you-
circle?
3. Is there a smaller 3 that we can do?
No, that's the...
As I...
There's smaller.
I think you can reduce it by 1 and it might still be 3. I don't know.
Oh, you were right. It was a smaller 3.
Make sure it encompasses all of them. As I'm sort of like holding my hand behind my back, as you start to see a crackling within my hand as a grin comes over my face, seeing the angered Cravensworth. And let me now proceed to target. Oh. I don't think it's my turn, which is why.
Oh,
it's
that's
not.
my bad. There you go. Start of round 1.
There we go. So, unfortunately, GiGi, your corpses are within shot of this. So, as you see a ball of chaos energy begin to appear in my hand, sort of like Orpheus looks over to give me the side eye, as I cast Chaos Orb within the location. Throw an unruly ball of chaos at the target. So I'm going to target the 4th brood one, because I think that will hit all of them anyway. And it will explode in a 3-yard radius for 3d6 damage on everything within it. So... let me... I don't think I need to roll attack on that, because that's just an AoE. They need to make agility challenge rolls for half damage, though.
All right. And at the start of combat, in case this does kill the animated corpses, they had a prepared action. So as soon as the last brood hit the room, they would have closed the doors. And then you shot your ball.
Okay, so do you do agility challenge rolls first? Or...
Yep. Fail. Succeed, so I need to put half damage on that. Right? Yeah.
Enjoy your rolling.
I will. I'm born to roll. Nope, full damage.
Oh, perfect. The one on Cravensworth.
That one will take half. This one. Take half. Agility. Fails. Agility. And agility. Pass and fail. So I've got the half damage ready for those, so go ahead and roll it.
Okay, so as I hurl this ball of chaos energy at the group, it deals about that much damage.
Nice.
I didn't expect it to throw that many dice. I was really worried I'd done something wrong.
No, it targets them individually.
And the corpses?
The corpses of...
I killed one of them.
Excellent. And do you have any more rolls you need to do, Chaos Mage?
I have a lot of rolls that I need to do. So as I hurl this ball of light and sort of rainbow towards them, I then must roll a d6. A 2. On an even number, the ball bounces 1d6. Roll a d6 and you choose the direction. So the ball bounces 1d6 or 1 in my choice of location, so it's sort of going this direction.
Can it target new or the same people?
It cannot. So
Okay.
there is no need to do that again. Roll d6 to determine if the ball continues bouncing. Or if the spell ends. So no, we're good there. And then I need to roll chaotic destruction, which is a d6. That is a 1, so nothing happens. And then I need to roll on your flavor that you have given me. And nothing happens. There we go. So that is my turn.
That's a lot of dice.
I think one of the Craven... Hold on. One of the Craven's Worth Brood is incapacitated, I believe, as well. Brood 4.
You are correct.
There we go.
All right, Sticky,
Wow.
it's your turn.
Wow, not bad. I would. Okay, so because I would have liked to. I want to throw some holy water into the crowd. I don't know. Does it have like? Is it just one target only, or is it like?
I believe. Let us double check that real
I
quick.
kind of would have loved to combine it with the chaos storm that was going on. You know, throw that holy water into the chaos to kind of make the make it rain. You know.
I feel you.
If that's possible.
Let's see. Make an... I will allow this to make it rain, but it will do less damage on all of them. You can either do the...
That's okay.
Okay. So... Make an agility challenge roll. It'll be at 2 Banes for doing something crazy, but you are prepared, so that's 1 boon. And then trickery, so that's 1 boon. So unless you have something out, it's a straight roll.
Can I don't know. Can I combine it with a feint?
You're reaching now.
I am reaching. Let me see how feint works again.
Always with the old reach around.
Oh, it's no. Now I cannot because it's within short range. But we still have a boon in the pool. Could I use that?
If you need it, remember, you don't have to spend it until after the roll.
Okay. Then so just a straight roll for
Currently, yes.
15.
That is enough. So,
Okay.
we get the shot of Eena casting this chaos orb and just lobbing it into the crowd. All this chaotic energy starts swirling around. One of the zombies just explodes into nothingness. The other one gets pushed back into the wall. Cravensworth is averting his eyes as this crazy magic starts swirling around. We see rips of their flesh starting ripping off from this. Sticky, you see the perfect opportunity as this chaos is going on. You take the holy water and lob it up as the chaos orb does another bounce to another location. It hits the vial of holy water and it rains down on them, and they will take damage equal to their corruption score. So and one of them melts into the ground as the holy water washes over them.
Fuck yeah.
And animated corpse slam the door on their turn. Amber or GiGi, who wishes to go first on slow turns?
I could go next.
Go for it.
Okay.
I'm gonna get out of the under table. I'm gonna just hit this fucking dude.
Hit that fucking dude.
Boot too. I'm gonna hit this fucking dude, and I'm gonna pray I get a fucking crit.
Let me put you on your yeah, there we go. All right, hit it and crit it.
He's Diabolus. Nope.
Praise Diabolus, a hit but not a crit.
I guess I just do damage. Fine. Fine. I think I bought an extra. No. No, I bought an extra D6, I think.
At least one.
Yeah, at least one.
All right, so I will manually add that in.
Oh no, I forgot. I'm sorry. I literally remembered. I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's all good. They are still alive. That was number 2. But they're still quite surprised because that was the surprised one. They did not see that coming. Amber. Or did you have anything else, GiGi?
Nope. I can't do any mat spells, right? I can only just can't do anything else. Right?
Amber, it is your turn.
Okay, I think I'm gonna do. Hunt prey.
Alright, hunt prey, that gives you a bonus, right?
Gives me a boon to attack.
Nice. Who are you? What's the word? Who are you targeting as your prey?
Is it a very specific one, or
Yeah. You use a triggered action and claim one of them as your prey, and then once they're dead, you use a trigger action to do it on another one, kind of like a hunter's mark.
I will do number 3.
Number 3. Alright, so you declare number 3 your prey, so you get an extra boon on this attack. And I have them targeted for you, just in time. Ooh! That is definitely a hit.
Is it 5 over it?
Remember, I said if the bar is gold.
It's gold, yeah.
Yeah, so,
Okay.
So you got a few things here going on.
Woo.
Let's see, combat prowess. So definitely a d6 plus 1, d6 extra damage, d6 for hunter's expertise. So that's 3d6 plus 1. And then the hunt prey Prey, what is it? Combat Prowess or Bleeding Strike, that's what it is. So you can either deal a d6 extra damage if the target is living. No, so they're not. So a d6 extra damage.
Okay.
So that's 4d6 plus. So go ahead and roll your bow damage. All right, and then roll your extra damage 3 times. Not in it. I'm ignoring it. Never happened. So that was number 3. Ooh. Yeah, they're all looking pretty bad now, but still up.
Okay.
All right. It's Morbin time.
Oh, real quick.
Yes.
I'm assuming I came out of hiding.
Yeah.
Can I use, since I'm on slow, can I use that movement then to go back into hiding?
You can go back behind the curtain, but
Yeah.
they'll still know you're there, but yeah.
No, they don't.
No, they yeah.
You can't see me.
They were surprised. They totally had no idea I was there.
So on Cravensworth's turn, he morbs and he leaps at you, Eena. When Cravensworth morbs out, I need everyone to give me will challenge rolls.
Do I even see him?
Yes.
Okay. Oh. Can I use a boon for that?
If you need, yeah, it's a challenge roll.
I mean, trickery.
You already used trickery. You
But
get twice.
I can do it twice now.
Yes, you can.
Didn't even need it, but
Nope. And Eena, I'll give you a boon to this roll since you used to be a vampire.
Give me. Woo!
wow,
Yeah.
you are so solid.
Nobody.
That natural 20.
I know. Beautiful. No, when he morbs out, nobody is freaking disgusted or turned away. Even with the horrifying trait, you're like, I've seen this. And he leaps up and goes to attack you. And he says,
It was never about Morby you or Morby me. It was always Morby us.
and I had no target. That's my bad. Does a 16 hit you, little Eena?
A 16 does hit me.
As he rips his claws into you, he pulls back. We see the blood fly past, and he's like, yes.
And he licks his finger. Oh, Lockhart blood, give me more.
But drunk within himself on newly formed Chaos Goblin blood, he misses the next swing as Count Orpheus tries to return the favor. Lay your hands off my daughter.
Oh, here he goes. Ooh.
As he rips into Cravensworth, grabbing him on each side, where his liver and kidneys are, and just claws digging in, squeezing and ripping, the blood flowing. Now it is the other one, the Brood's turn. So, well, no, which one is 2? 2. All right, Sticky, number 2 is still surprised, so it's not coming at you. But GiGi, these two smell that human blood. Gets the heart pumping. The undead heart pumping. Let me just click. Beautiful. And they will try to bite you. But as this one grabs you, Eena, and tries to dig its fangs into you, few finger bones crawl up your neck and grab you around your neck, GiGi, as this creature tries to bite into you, but your bone armor protects you as the other one tries to get you as well. Make sure I have targets. GiGi, fangs coming your way. But I can't roll like shit. Oh, your bone armor is doing its job. Now, round 2. Please choose fast or slow turns.
I do not have to be a fighter to do a rush attack or something, right? I can just do it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Fast. Okay. I think that's everybody. Nah. Alright. We are at the top of round 2. Amber, Sticky, Eena, GiGi. Who wishes to go first?
I just want to step out and attack number 3 again.
Beautiful. Amber, completely hidden. Nobody saw where Amber went. Suddenly reappears from behind the curtains. What? Where did you come from? Takes aim and shoots. Oh my god! The crowd goes wild. So let me double check before you start rolling too much extra damage, because I know. So that's a d6 extra. Hunter Prey. It's got to be Bleeding Strike, right? 20 or higher. Okay, so you don't get the bonus to attack another person with a 20 plus, I don't think. So go ahead and roll your bow damage, what you did, plus your... Oh, never mind. I think that killed it. No need to roll the extra damage.
Alright.
Yes, roll your extra bow and it's dead.
Amber appears out of nowhere, takes aim, fires. The arrow flies true, sticks in the creature's back of its head. GiGi, you see an arrow pluck out of its head, its eyeball sticking on the arrow as it turns to dust and fades back into non-existence. Who wishes to go next?
Me?
Alright, me, it's your turn. GiGi, what do you wish to do?
I'm gonna attack Brood 5 with my sword. I'm gonna hit it really hard. I rolled twice by instant, I'm sorry. Can I just do the first one? Since it's like the first roll.
Yeah, because that's number 5. So you had both of them targeted, so yeah, that misses.
No. Okay, never mind. That's it, my turn then.
Alright, so it tries to bite into your neck. Your bone armor, like, crawls around you and protects it. It brings its head back, and it's going to go for it again, but you have your sword ready between it, and as you bring your sword down, it kind of dissipates for a moment, kind of like a mist for a second, as your sword goes through, and it looks at you angrily and smiles. And who's next, Eena or Sticky?
I can clean up here, like if I hit. So I'm just going to like slide from under the table and I'm so that I'm like between those two, you know.
Sandwiched.
And I'm going to first attack the one in the north. This one. Like with a I'm going to do a rushed tricky feint attack. So basically like it's not an elaborate feint. It's just like me suddenly popping up from behind the chair, like hitting, trying to hit it. So
And quit it.
Hit and quit it. So I get a bane for doing a rush attack, but I get a but I'm going to use a boon to negate that, and then a feint to give a boon. So that's one boon that I get. Yes. Okay. Ooh.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
That's a natural 20. Hold on. Need to read on what happens now.
Well, you're definitely going to be exploiting some opportunities.
So first the scimitar damage. Yeah, exploit opportunity. That I get another action, right?
Another turn you can take within any time within the round.
Okay.
But go ahead and do your trickery damage on this guy.
Yes.
And you can either do your backstab damage or save it.
So that's first. That's the trickery bonus. Now the dirty tricks also apply.
Oh, okay, yeah.
How is it looking? Okay, good. Then I have the backstab. Then I will turn around and I will just use my second thing for exploit opportunity and attack this guy. Let's see if I hit. I get one. Does the bane still apply because I rushed?
Ooh, that is a most excellent question.
But technically, it's a new turn, right? I mean,
yeah, it might be a round thing. I'm gonna say it doesn't, and I will look that up later.
Okay, then I will use. Can I use feint multiple times or just one?
It's a triggered action, so you can only use one triggered action.
Okay. So, but then I get a boon for trickery for my second trickery then.
Trigger.
Still hits.
Still hits.
So scimitar damage is low, but I still get backstab and dirty tricks, and I think also for the trickery, right?
Yeah, because trickery's twice per round now.
So that's my damage. I think, yeah, that should be it. So yeah, I slide from under the table, like just stabbing with my scimitar into the chest area, kind of from the vampire. Then like pulling out the scimitar backhanded, like I spin around and like hit the other one, like right into its guts.
Ooh, nice. And as your blade slides across its guts, you see the viscera and guts start to spill forth as he tries to grab them, teetering on the brink of non-existence. Eena, you are the last of the party to go in round 2. What do you wish to do?
I collect myself after the clawing from Cravensworth, and I see my father retaliating. As I do, I sort of lean back a little bit, looking towards my would-be assailant as I cast... Capricious Devastation.
What does this do?
I make a will attack roll against the target's agility and roll a d6. I apply odd numbers as a penalty and even numbers as a bonus. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll the d6 first. -5. So, we gotta be a higher roller here. So let me just hit him real quick. Hold up. Fortune.
I figured that's where you were going. Oh! Please describe how you cast the spell, how the spell fails, and how fortune favors you and it doesn't.
So as I sort of lean back, my hands sort of crackling as I hold them towards him, I feel sort of a fizzling almost, sort of like a flashing behind my eyes as I feel my power weakening. But then I hear a little voice inside of my head. What would it say to me, do you reckon?
Well, not a voice, more of a thought.
More of a thought.
Oh, yes. It will say, those goblins looked better in red. I bet you he would look better in red, too.
And as I do, I feel these piercing white eyes, almost feeling like they're looking at me from my own mind as my hands ignite. Sort of like tendrils of color heading towards him, directly into the sockets of his eyes, as I roll to do 2d6 damage to him, but if I roll with a penalty, I do 2d6 extra damage. So I need to roll this attack twice. So... Oh, 2 6s on a roll.
Nice. Ooh. Any more rolls before we...
Yes, and I still have 2 more rolls that I need to do. So 1d6.
Oh.
Oh, if it did. I saw it land on the side and it was just like, oh my god, wait, hold on.
No.
And then we have to roll a d20. Wait, was it a 20 or was it a 1?
It's probably...
No, it was on
it's
a 1. Never
Ah.
mind. I rolled the opposite. I rolled too good. Okay. Nothing additional happens.
Well, it's always a surprise of what's going to happen on your turn. Anticipation. So, as you do your magic, you cast the spell. The colors go into Cravensworth's eyes. He goes wall-eyed as the iridescent ribbon that enveloped this soul of yours last episode kind of envelops Cravensworth as he screams,
Freak! What fucking freak magic is this?
and then it is... Really, it would be Orpheus's turn, so Orpheus is going to try to miss and a hit. Alright, so as your magic happens, Orpheus prepares himself for a moment, seeing this, because he hasn't really witnessed you cast all these spells, so he prepares himself, he sees this, and he gets the opportunity, takes the opportunity, as Cravensworth is spitting curses at you. He rips his claw into Cravensworth and tries to take him down, dragging him into his neck. Cravensworth looks with fear in his eyes as it is his turn. He begins to, as Lockhart rips into him, right, his form turns into mist, and we see this mist start to trickle and float outwards.
The door is closed, right? Is the mist going through the door?
Through the cracks.
Ah!
cheetah.
And then it is. Well, actually, GiGi, on fast turns, did you want to move your corpse somewhere because he can only move?
Yeah, I guess I just move him closer to the Brood 5.
Excellent, so that's what the corpse did on its turn. Brood 5. Don't leave me! Don't leave me! Kicks open the door, so now the door is open. And, Sticky, GiGi, opportunity attacks as he runs. As he kicks open the door, and we get a shot, right? He sees the mist. He sees Cravensworth turn into mist and try to escape and go through the door. He's like, "Don't leave me, master!" And he kicks open the door, and we get a shot of Cravensworth as the round ended, and Cravensworth comes back into form. The door behind him breaks open, and he turns back.
You fool! Cover my escape!
And as he says that, the ground shakes as this large eruption explodes in the distance. Possibly the burning cock exploding, who knows, but we are at the top of round 3.
If GG wants to, did you want to have like an opportunity?
Oh yeah, you get opportunity attacks, yeah.
I don't, because I already used my triggered action basically.
Yeah, I guess. Do I just will attack?
Alright, describe how you kill him, because he had 1 hit point left.
I just cut his head off as he tries to run away. He's like screaming, it crawls over, just pull my sword to slice his head off.
Yeah. So we get that shot. Remember, Cravensworth turns it around and says,
You fool, you're supposed to cover my escape!
as his head, as your blade, like, just slices through, and then we see your head, where that dude's head is, as his head falls and tumbles to the ground, and he dissipates into dust, and we see Cravensworth staring at you, GiGi, staring at him, and we're at the top of round 3. Fast or slow? Is everybody chosen? They're appropriate?
Yeah, I'm going fast.
Who wishes to go first, then? Out of Sticky, Eena, or GiGi?
Oh, I would like run after Cravensworth.
I can
He's
also
not-
go. I don't mind.
Yeah, I want him. I want to hinder his escape because I want Eena to kill him.
All right, well
He
then
needs to
you're up
die
first, Sticky.
today. So yeah, I have a lot of fucking movement, so I'm just gonna run up to Cravensworth like no fear at all, and I'm going to try to block his exit, and I'm just I don't think it will do, but can I use a rush attack to just splash some holy water in his face so he like gets blinded or something, so he doesn't know where he has to go?
Yeah, I don't see why not. That is an attack roll, so you charge and you're making an attack roll. So for charging, that's 1 Bane plus,
Triggery.
Trigger.
That's a boon. Can I use my feint attack since I'm like running up to him, but like I'm basically like I'm not looking at him. Like I'm trying to make my intent that I want to look that I want to run behind him, but in the last moment I splash him into his face.
Yeah, love it. To attack with a holy water, it's an agility attack roll versus agility. So
Okay.
the target number is Cravensworth agility, not his defense.
That's a natural 20.
Yeah. So the damage on a vial of holy water is 1d6 plus corruption of the target. So roll a d6.
Oh, I don't have him.
Oh.
Finish him
So,
off.
he will take a total of 11 damage.
Come on, Eena. You can do it.
Can you do it, Eena? It is your turn.
So as I see Sticky running towards them, I look towards my hands that are still crackling with energy as I can see him. Like, I just see a vague sight of him running down the stairs as is 9 feet within medium range.
Yes.
So as I see him, I roll Erratic Bolt, as that is a hit.
That is beautiful.
And hold on, let's see. Does it have anything with a 20? No, it does not. So we deal only 2 damage.
No.
But we have a couple of rolls to make. I do not recast the spell. However, as I fire the bolt, and in frustration to not see him, sort of like, I tap the top of his head with it, like giving him a nice scar as he leaves, but the frustration takes over as I gain 1 insanity, and the energy begins to spill forth from my being as sort of Orpheus next to me begins to recoil as the room gets engulfed in a sort of rainbow light effect as I activate my Celtic Destruction. So any creature that starts within a 1 yard of me for 4 turns takes 1d6 plus 1d6 of my power, which is 3. So 4d6 damage for standing next to me on the start of their turn. And that's not the end, because... never mind. That is it.
Right. I'm going to let you do something else, but first, GiGi, you're on fast turns. Did you want to do something real quick?
Could I change to slow turns because I actually have no idea what to do, and I want to think about it a little bit more.
Perfect. Change to slow turns. So, Eena, what does this exactly, like, as you cast this bolt and it shoots forward and this chaotic destruction, what does it look like? What does your body look like?
So my body begins to, like, from my hands and my extremities, you sort of see like this colorful lightning begin to engulf the area, and it becomes more and more over time until even my entire body looks like it's sort of wrapped in these ribbons of rainbow light, as every so often, like, a shot of lightning will erupt from my body in a sort of, not too much of a radius, but it's like carving into the floor in Orpheus's desk, sort of like cutting the head of the grand seat that he normally sits on. Like blazes along there.
Alright. Because this is so fucking cool. Love the description, everything that's happening. We see that. We see you cast a spell. We see you lift up in the air a little bit as the pastel rainbow ribbons kind of envelop you. The cackling lightning like cuts through his table, cuts through a chair. Orpheus staring at his daughter as you raise into the air with a look of surprise and awe as this happens. And the reason I'm doing this, you rolled your chaotic destruction. It went off. You are against one of your mortal foes who is trying to escape and also near death. Because of that, because you failed your roll, or succeed, I don't know, depends. Because of that roll, we see in the scene, in the show, we see you lift in the air, we see the lightning, and then we get a shot following Eena across the room as she slowly floats, bits of lightning shooting out, destroying a chair, ripping across the rug, as you arrive here, hovering over Cravensworth. Any final words, Eena?
You may have been right in what you said, Cravensworth. There's sort of like a slight staticky reverb to my voice as I am talking. I am an abomination, but you did not come to fulfill your task. You were merely a pawn in this game. So now, watch as your life flashes before your eyes, as you are teared cell by cell from your very existence by the abomination you sought to destroy.
Right, so as you say that, as it's his turn, he begins his turn as this lightning and iridescent energy starts to swirl and shoot at him.
Ah, you abomination! No, we'll be back. You cannot finish me.
Go ahead and roll your damage. He's going to take half. No, normally it's not half, but he will take half damage for succeeding. And you only needed that. Well, you needed 5, but 8 was quite enough. So please describe how your chaotic energy destroys Cravensworth.
So as I hover over to him, sort of these ribbon-like electric tendrils of rainbow color sort of engulf him, like almost not like mummifying him, but mostly around like his center, keeping his arms strapped as he begins to lift off the floor. My eyes that were previously a red sheen start to... You see they start to turn a bright white as they shine. All of these thoughts swirling in my head as these ribbons continue to constrict more and more, sort of the lightning firing into his body as his eyes and mouth begin to shine a bright white, shining across the whole room as he begins to scream, and in one fell swoop I close my hand, and in a fire of lightning, blood, gore, and all these limbs falling down, he gives the mana a much needed coat of paint.
I am now completely covered in Cravensworth blood.
You've got the craven cooties, my dear.
And as Cravensworth explodes and splatters across Lockhart Manor, the scene goes black. And then we open up with the next day. We see... Whoops, I closed.
I just got kicked out of the game?
Yeah, that was my fault. I accidentally closed Fantasy Grounds. Whoops.
Uh-oh.
Oopsie.
Fucked up.
That wasn't in the script.
Oh, shit. Well, fuck it. We're doing it live. So, as the next day, we see people surrounding the ruins of the burning cock, as we have workers starting to clean up the debris and whatnot. And then we get a shot of the temple. Hey, we're back. And we have Faust, Jezebel, and Cain with Hopeland and Sister Margaret and a few of the choir and altar boys cleaning up the blood stains and vampire dust from the temple. We have a scene of Lockhart Manor. We have Lockhart's employees, servants, butlers cleaning up the blood from and dust from Lockhart Manor. As we have this little montage of the day, the sun rising on a new day. As we switch scenes to the final scene of the episode. After the little montage of the morning, the next day, the cleanup and everything, we have a montage of kids waking up on Skib Giving Day, opening their presents. Some of them, oh, you are the most blessed parent. Some of them, you are not based at all. What is this crap? Throwing it across the floor. And then we get shots of people getting dressed up and getting ready for Mass. After the temple has been cleaned up, Father Faust getting his attire on, high church attire, as people start beginning to pour in for Sunday after Skib giving Mass. People start pouring in. We get started. Father Faust giving the opening prayer and starting along. And then we do like a quick shot, quick cuts, right? And then GiGi, we have you in your new god nun robe doing the communion part of Mass, giving out the blood and the flesh of Astrid, right? And then the final scene, we get the doors of the church opening, and we get a shot like it's above someone's head as they are walking in. And then we get a shot down the row, the pews to the left and to the right, people lined up for communion. As this camera shot goes down the aisle, people begin to turn and notice this person as they are walking towards, and we got looks of awe and expressions of shock as the camera reaches the altar where you are at. Sister GiGi, you look down at this individual that has approached you, and this look of recognition in your eyes, the thought of your conversation, you look and you see this individual. And the final scene, we see a beam of light from one of the windows at the top above the double doors shining down on this little girl looking up at you, the spitting image of Astrid. And that's where we end episode 11.
What?
What the fuck?
What?
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 All right, I hope everybody enjoyed that episode.
Ah!
Holy shit, Jesus is back.
Jesus is back.
I mean, Astrid is back.
Same thing.
Basically.
Oh my god. Oh my Astrid. Oh my Diabolus.
Yet.
Yet. Excellent. So, any parting words, party?
Thank you for this wonderful session. You said you weren't prepared, but like it felt like a normal session. You were doing fantastic. Really, really good work. It was really fun. I love this game, and I'm ready to do more. You know.
Hell yeah. Thank you
Heck
for letting me
yeah.
be an unhinged weapon of destruction.
These nuts.
These nuts. All right. Title drop and we're out. Thanks again, everyone. Bye.
Bye.